community has been really important in terms of the regeneration of nature in Torquay over the last 30 years. My name is Graham Stockton. I'm chairperson of the Surf Coast Energy Group and Surfers Appreciating Natural Environment. We originally started our work along the coast in 1988, and we've built up a 30-year history of ecological restoration along the cliff tops. But more recently we've moved into the hinterland, essentially Spring Creek Valley. The important thing about the areas where we're working is that they're essentially part of a woodland flora. Grassy woodlands as an ecological vegetation class have largely been wiped out across Victoria and they're described as endangered. We're working towards reinstating those woodlands in the Surf Coast Shire. Within our community, there are various projects being led by different sectors, if you like.
My name's Leslie Evans. I'm Secretary of the Torquay and District Landcare Group. Torquay and District Landcare Group has a focus on revegetation projects along the Surf Coast Shire area, and we work with a variety of groups, be it the Surf Coast Shire itself. And over about the last 20 years we've planted, I'd say, around 35,000 seedlings, and the focus has always been on increasing habitat, carbon sequestration in terms of trees, and also erosion control.
Farmers can contribute to nature restoration in a number of ways, on a small scale and on a large scale. So some of those examples that we've done currently at Bongongo Farm are everything from introducing birding nesting boxes for native species, from fencing off wildlife corridors, and also adjoining those corridors onto neighbouring properties as well. That's really key in terms of fencing off so that livestock don't have access to those nature areas. Other things, tree planting, and obviously selecting native species as well, and indigenous species into those natural environments.
Private landowners are critical to this process because not all species are catered for by state parks. In fact, 40% of species are in private property, and if private landowners can help, those species can be retained and fostered as well.
In Spring Creek Valley, we've been running monthly working bees, and we've been doing that now for 3 years. In the initial stages, it's been very much about getting rid of the environmental weeds, and we've also been doing a lot of replanting. Within those ecological vegetation classes of grassy woodland, within Spring Creek Valley, we've got Bellarine yellow gum, which in itself has had 95% of its distribution wiped out. It's important that we understand within the Surf Coast Shire there are 2 separate bioregions. One is the Otway Ranges, and the other bioregion is the Otway Plain. In the Otway Ranges, it's essentially forest. In the Otway Plain, it's either grassland or grassy woodland. So in order to facilitate opportunities for those migratory species, we can't just secure the forest habitat, and we can't just secure the woodland habitat, we need to secure both.
This area is called the Ridgeline Track. The main things about this project is it's part of rewilding Spring Creek Valley, which we have a vision to do, and this is land that's available to rewild on now, whereas a lot of the properties are private properties in Spring Creek Valley, so we're hoping over time they'll get on board. This is ready, but also it's the bike path to the school. So if this is a beautiful bike path, we're hoping that more kids will ride to school.
My name is Mary Rose Coleman, one of the founders of the Freshwater Creek Steiner School. At Freshwater Creek Steiner School, we have planted 5,000 to 6,000 trees over the last 25 years. We started with an empty horse paddock and we have re-established the environment and enhanced the biodiversity considerably. For a school to create an environment like this that holds the children is very important.
With a community group, we can shape where we are. A good example of that is the coastal track, which is the walk along the coast down here, which is one of the reasons why people come and visit. That was all revegetated by community groups. And so actually community can shape the environment, even though it's not as visible as all the developments. It's really real, and we have the potential to bring the real jewels of our town to life through nature.
I think we're at the tip of the iceberg in terms of what we could do. We've seen a number of projects around Torquay that have demonstrated what's possible, but in terms of transformative action, we actually need to scale up and to do a lot more if we're going to turn the tide for biodiversity.